Hi guys, in this video we will see the difference between compounding and non-compounding, also known as simple interest, by solving any numerical problem. Okay, and we will also plot the graph of both compounding and simple interest amount to see the trend nature of the interest amount. Okay, so let's start it. Alright, okay, here in this sheet we have some parameters of time value of money, that is this one. Based on these parameters, let's provide the any random data for calculation of compound interest and simple interest. Okay, so for present value I'm going to put the value $100. For annual rate of return I'm going to provide 10%. For number of period, let's put the value 12. Okay, now for compounding method, it could be annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, weekly and daily. So let's provide the list of compounding quickly by using the data validation tool. Okay, so click here and now go to the data tab. So click on this, click on the data validation arrow. Now choose the data validation by clicking on it. Now click on list and now click here and now let's provide the types of compounding. So it could be annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, weekly and daily, and now click on OK. Alright, now you can see the list of compounding method. Now here I'm going to select annually for now. You can select anyone. Alright, now let's similarly for our next parameter, which is the continuous compounding status. So let's provide the answer of these questions in terms of yes and no. Okay, by using the data validation tool, same as compounding method. Okay, so click here and click on the data tab. I'm already in the data tab, and now click on the data validation arrow and now choose the data validation by clicking on it, and now click on this arrow. Now click on the list and let's provide the answer yes and no. Okay, and now click on OK. Alright, for now I'm going to select no. Okay, you can select anyone. Now let's calculate the number of period and periodic rate respectively, and these parameters can be calculated by multiplying the number of years and dividing the annual rate of return interest by applicable value, while the applicable values is like 1 for annually, 2 for semi-annually, 4 for quarterly, 12 for monthly, 52 for weekly and 365 for daily. Okay, so we already learned in the concept of compounding video that how to calculate these parameters. So for this I'm going to show you the final calculated value of these parameters. If you don't know, then check out that videos by clicking on the I button. Okay, I'm going to show you the final value of these two parameters. Okay, quickly. Alright, now let's increase this value up to 4 decimal places. So go to the home tab and now click on this icon. Okay, alright, we are done. Now let's calculate the compound interest, and it can be calculated by applying two conditions. First for continuous compounding, second for normal compounding. Okay, the normal compounding is this one. Okay, while the continuous compounding is this one. Alright, because the formula of compound interest under the continuous compounding is different from normal compounding. Okay, so we will include both formula into a one cell, that is here. So we will make the condition. Okay, so let's start to calculate it. So first press the equal to sign. So type the if function and now press the tab, and now let's make the condition of continuous compounding. So what could be the condition? Yes, if this equals to yes, then what will happen? Yes, the formula of continuous compounding will be applied. Okay, and the formula of continuous compounding can be calculated by using this formula you can see here. All right, but in this formula we will subtract the present value. Okay, so first let's put this formula, then we will subtract the present value. So first select the present value, so that is this one, times we have to take the value of e, that is the exponential value, so type the exp, now press the tab, and for rate click this one instead of this one. Okay, times this one. Okay, and now press the close parenthesis. Now subtract the present value, so press the minus sign from your keyboard and now select this one. Okay, otherwise what will happen? Yes, the formula of future value under the normal compounding will be applied, and it can be calculated by using the fb function in Excel. So tap the fb, now press the tab, and let's provide the information based on this argument. For rate, so click this one, comma. For NPR, that means this one, comma. For payment, we don't have any payment because we are calculating the compound interest and simple interest based on the lump sum amount, so we don't have the payment. Okay, so skip it by pressing the comma. And for present value, let's select this one along with the negative sign, so press the minus sign first and select this one, now comma, and now here you can select any values from this list. It doesn't affect the value of compound interest. Okay, so I'm going to put the value 0 here. Now press the close parenthesis. Now again press the close parenthesis to close the if statement, and before pressing the enter key, click here. Okay, and now subtract the present value from the total future value, because we are calculating compound interest, not compound value or future value. Okay, so we have to subtract the present value from the total future value, same as this one. Okay, so press the minus sign here and now click here. Okay, and now press the enter key. All right, you can see. Now similarly for simple interest, it can be calculated by simply multiplying the present value, that is this one, with the number of periods and periodic interest rate. Okay, let's calculate it. So press the equal to sign and now press the open parenthesis. Now click this one times this one times this one, and now press the close parenthesis. Now press the enter key. Alright, you can see. Now for difference, it can be calculated by subtracting the simple interest from the compound interest. Okay, so let's calculate it. So press the equal to sign, now click this one minus this one, now press the enter key. Alright, there is a difference of $93.8428. Okay, now let's prepare this table for graphic representation of these two interest. Okay, so first period, so here let's put the value 0, and let's come here and put the value 100 by linking this cell reference. Okay, so click here and now press the F4 key to fix this cell. Okay, and this value is our the ending value for this period. Okay, because at this period the interest will not be calculated. Okay, now from year 1 to beyond any number of years, and for others column of these tables, we will make the formula for automation. Okay, so first period, so let's make the formula. So press the equal to sign, now tap the if, now press the tab, and now let's make this condition. If this equals to this one, now let's fix this cell by pressing the F4 key. Then what will happen? Yes, blank. Okay, otherwise what will happen? This plus 1. Now press the close parenthesis and now press the enter key. Alright, you can see here, and let's drag this value from up to 12 period. You can drag to any number of period, but I'm going to drag up to 12 number of period. Okay, you can see. Alright, now for beginning value, press the equal to sign, type the if function. Now let's type the another function called or. Now press the, and now let's put the, now let's make the condition this equals to 0 or this is greater than this one. And now let's fix this cell by pressing the F4 key. Okay, now press the close parenthesis. Then what will happen? Yes, blank, otherwise this one. Okay, and now press the close parenthesis. Now before pressing the enter key, let's fix the column by putting the dollar sign before the cell reference. Okay, so put here and put here. Okay, and now here also put the dollar sign. Okay, and now press the enter key. Alright, now click here and drag from here to here. Okay, now for simple interest it can be calculated by same as this technique, but a little bit will be changed in that formula. So first let's copy this one. So click here and now press Ctrl C to copy it. Now click here, now press Ctrl V to paste it. Now press Ctrl S to save it, and now double click on this cell to show the formula. And now let's make some correction here. First here we have to calculate the simple interest, and it can be calculated by simply dividing this value to the number of periods. So first select this one and now press the F4 key to fix this cell and divide by this one. And now let's fix this cell by pressing the F4 key. Okay, and now let's press the enter key. Okay, now click here and drag from here to here. Okay, you can see now for compound interest it can be calculated by the same technique, this one, but let me write the equation from the starting for this column. Okay, because in this column we will use the to if statement. Okay, press the equal sign, type the if function, and now again type the another function called or. So type the or, now press the tab, and now let's provide the logical information here. This equals to 0 or this is greater than this one. Now let's fix this cell by pressing the F4 key, and now press the close parenthesis, and now let's fix the column by pressing the dollar sign before the cell reference. Okay, you can see. Okay, then what will happen? Yes, the blank will be shown here. Otherwise what will happen? Yes, let's provide the another if statement, and let's make the condition if this. Now let's fix this cell by pressing the F4 key, equals to yes. Then what will happen? The continuous compounding interest will be calculated, and it can be calculated by simply selecting this one times tap the exp function, now press the tab, and now select the periodic interest rate. Now let's fix this cell by pressing the F4 key, now press the close parenthesis, now subtract the present value, this one, because we are calculating the compound interest, not compound value. Okay, and press the comma. Otherwise what will happen? Yes, the normal compound interest will be calculated, and it can be calculated by simply selecting this one times our periodic interest rate, that is this one. And now let's fix this cell by pressing the F4 key, and now press the close parenthesis, now again press the close parenthesis, and now press the enter key. Alright, and now click here and drag from here to here. Okay, now for ending value let's calculate it, and it can be calculated by simply adding the beginning value and compound interest. Okay, so press the equal to sign, and now click here plus click here, and now press the enter, and now click here and drag from here to here. Okay, now select from here to here, and let's change this format from general to currency by clicking on accounting number format. Alright, you can see. Okay, now you can see if I select in the compounding method from annually to any others compounding method, the entire value will be affected. For example, I'm going to select semi-annually. You can see if I select the quarterly, you can see I'm going to keep this one annually. Similarly, if I change the status of continuous compounding, the entire value will be affected except the simple interest. You can see here, you can see. Okay, alright, if you want to check whether your calculated compound interest table is right or wrong, you can add up this value and match with the calculated compound interest. And you can see if I selected this range from here to here, you can see 213.84 value is showing, and our calculation is also this one. That means our calculation is right. Suppose if I select from no to yes and check that, you can see 232.01 and 232.01. that means our calculation is right under the both compounding. And for simple interest, you can check this one as well by adding this one, and the total is showing 120, and our calculation is also showing the 120. That means our preparation table is correct. Now let's plot the graph to show the simple and compound interest nature. Okay, so first select the period from here to here. So select from here to here. Now press the control button and now select from here to here, and now again select from here to here, and now go to the insert tab and click on line chart and choose this one first. Okay, alright, and now let's put here, and now let's resize this one. Okay, alright, and now I'm going to keep this one here, and now let's delete this one because we don't need the periods. Okay, and now press the delete button from your keyboard. Now click on this chart and now press the right button of your mouse and now click on the select data, and now click here, and now let's click on edit, and for series name let's provide this one. Okay, and we have already selected the interest rate, and now click on OK. Similarly, click here and now click on edit button, and now let's provide the series name compound interest, and we have already selected this one. Okay, so we don't need to select again, and now click on OK. Alright, now click on OK, and now click here, and now let's remove all these line by pressing the delete button from your keyboard. Alright, and now let's provide the axis name and chart name. So for that, click on the layout and click here, that is the chart title, and choose above chart and provide the name CI and SI graph, and now press the enter key. Alright, and now for axis name, click the axis title and now choose the rotated title, and now provide interest amount, and now press the enter key. Now for x-axis, now select this one, that is horizontal axis title, and choose this one, and now provide periods, and now press the enter key. Alright, and now let's keep this legend at the top. So for that, click on the legend and choose this one. Alright, you can see. Okay, and now let's resize this one a little bit bigger. Alright, okay, so guys, you can see now if you will change the compounding status, our graph will also be affected. Alright, you can see. And let me explain a little bit about this chart. In this chart we can see that the x-axis represents the period while y-axis represents the interest amount, and this line is represented simple interest line. This line represents our compound interest line. The simple interest line is constant in nature, while the compound interest line is exponential in nature. You can see if I select this one from manually, you can see this one. Alright, and I'm going to select no. Alright, okay, that means this compound interest amount is always greater than the simple interest amount. Okay, so guys, we are done. We learned how to calculate the differentiation amount, how to verify the differentiation amount to the table, and we also saw trend nature by the help of graph. Okay, so guys, it's a very easy to calculate it. That's all for now. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any query regarding this video, please ask me in the comment box below, and if you find it useful, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. Signing off.